Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome everyone. You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, this is Hare Krishna Valley. Hands up if you're here for the first time. Oh, so many people coming for the first time. That's good. So this place is a special place. It is called Ananda Dham. Ananda means? Yeah, actually in Sanskrit the word sukha. Sukha means happiness. Dukkha means distress. But Ananda is another thing. Ananda is beyond Sukha and Dukkha. It means spiritual bliss. Not bliss from this world or happiness from this world. Happiness from this world comes from Bollywood. And Hollywood. And the Olympics. This is where people get happiness in this world. Cricket. This is where people get their happiness. But in the spiritual world, in Vaikuntha, Goloka, this kind of happiness is not what they're experiencing. They're experiencing Ananda, which is beyond. Right? It's a much higher level of happiness than what you find in this world. So this is called Ananda Dham. So here at Hare Krishna Valley you will experience Ananda, spiritual bliss, because everything here is dedicated for the service of Krishna. Now who is Krishna? Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. Swayam Bhagavan means the original form of God. Original form. Krishna has many forms. It says in Bhagavatam, Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa, Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. Yeah, Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa means there are many expansions of God. You have Ramachandra, Nasringha, Varaha, Koma, and so many, Parashat, so many of them, Dashavata, and many more. So all these different incarnations are there. But, tu means but. Krishna's tu, but, Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, is the original form of God. This is God in His totality, in His original form, in His situation where He experiences the most happiness. You'll see the pastimes, the Leela of Krishna. Well, you'll see here Krishna is with the cows, Krishna is with the Radha on the bank of the Jamuna, Krishna is doing Rasa Leela. This is the pinnacle of God's pleasure. Even Lord Ramachandra does not experience the pleasure or the Ananda that Krishna experiences. You'll see with Lord Ramachandra, he does not do Rasa Leela. He's not dancing like that. Not like that. Not in the mood that Krishna does. Krishna is known as Diya Lalita, which means very playful. Even Ramachandra and Nrsimha, all the other incarnations, they are attracted to Krishna's Leela. Even Lakshmi Devi herself, who is the wife of Narayana, even she wants to enter Rasa Leela to experience the bliss that Krishna is having with the gopis. So Krishna is that original form. So when we're here at Hare Krishna Valley, everything we do is for Krishna's seva, service. We're meant to serve Krishna. Jivara Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nichadas. Jiva means living entity, yeah, the soul, the Atma. Jiva Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. The Swarup, or the identity of the Jiva, all of you are Jiva, you're different souls. It is to Nichadas, it is to eternally serve Krishna. That is when you will become most happy. That's when you'll experience Ananda. If you're not serving Krishna, you will not experience Ananda. You'll just be Sukha Dukkha. If India wins the cricket, you will be Sukh. If India does not win the cricket, you will be Dukh. That's basically the material world. Right? Happiness and distress. Oh, I'm happy now, now I'm distressed. Now I'm happy, now I'm distressed. That's the material world. But in Vaikuntha, in Goloka, it is only Ananda. It is unlimited, unending bliss, because everyone is engaged in service of Krishna. So when you come here to Hare Krishna Valley, you can experience something of that unending bliss of serving Krishna. That's what we're interested in here. So this place is called Ananda Dham. It is also called Shanti Dham. Shanti means peace. Peace. Hands up if you are peaceful. My God, what happened to all of you? How come I got all these Ashanti people? Ashanta. Huh? Actually, it says in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami, Sakale, Ashanta, Krishna Bhakta, Nishkama, Ataeva, Shanta. It says that when one serves Krishna, one becomes Shanta. Maybe the people sitting in front of the door, if you come and sit over here, because people need to come in and out. So if you sit over here, then it will be more practical. Like that. Thank you. So, Krishna Bhakta, Nishkama. Nishkama means? What is Nishkama? Nishkama. What does it mean?
Without expecting.
Kam means desire. You all have desires. That's when I said, are you Shanti? No one put their hand up. Why? Because you have too many desires. Kam. That's the problem. Too much desire, material desire. So, Krishna Bhakta, the one who is dedicated to Krishna, he is Nishkam. Nishkam means he does not have material desires. And because he doesn't have material desires, Ataeva Shanta. Shanta means Shanti. He is peaceful. So if you want to become peaceful, you have to give up your material desires. But people in this world, they want to keep their material desires, and therefore they're not peaceful. So I don't know what to do with all of you. I don't know what to do with you. Because you're saying you're not peaceful. That means because you're not serving Krishna enough. You have too many material desires. I am peaceful. I feel peaceful. I feel peaceful and happy. Why? Krishna Bhakta. Because I'm doing Krishna Bhakti. Seva to Krishna. Then you'll feel peaceful. It's practical. You can do the experiment on yourself. Do more service for Krishna, see if you are more peaceful. If it doesn't work, we'll give your money back. But if it works, then you can continue to serve Krishna. You can become more and more blissful. So this place is called Ananda Dham. It's called Shanti Dham. It's called Kevala Dham. Kevala means? Kevala? Kevala? What does this mean? Pure. Kevala. Kevala Ananda. Kevala means pure. Why is it pure? Why is this place pure? Because we follow the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And what does Krishna teach in Bhagavad Gita? That you must offer respect to all the living entities. Pandit Samadarshana. One who is Pandita, he has Samadarshana. Samadarshana means he sees everything equally. And that's what we do here at Hare Krishna Valley. Like after lunch, we'll go to the Goshala to see the sacred cows. Hands up if you want to go and see the sacred cows. Oh, okay, most of you want to come. Then you can come and see the cows in the Goshala. Now, what is special about this Goshala? In Australia, and even in India, there are many places where there are not Goshalas. In Australia, you won't find Goshala. Goshala means they do not protect the cow. They eat the cow. But here at Hare Krishna Valley, the cow is born. Like when you go to the Goshala, you will meet Julanyatra. She is 3 weeks old. 3 weeks old means she's just baby calf. But she will live her whole life here. She is born here and she will die here. And she doesn't have to worry. She has no anxiety. No one will take her. And we have another cow who is about to leave her body. Her name is Lali. She will die soon. Maybe even this week. She's very old. You can go and offer your respect to her. But she lived here for many, many, many years without anxiety. So when you live like that, it becomes kevala, it becomes pure. Your life becomes pure. And then you become shanti, you become peaceful. But the problem is people, they want to not follow the Bhagavad Gita. And if you don't follow the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, you will not get auspicious results in your life. So here at Hare Krishna Valley, we teach you how to follow Bhagavad Gita, how to live it. So this place is called Ananda Dham, Shanti Dham, Kevala Dham. It is called Bhakti Dham. Bhakti means place where bhakti or devotion to Krishna. Bhakti is the nature of the soul. Krishna says in Gita, Bhaktya mama bijanati yavanyaschasmi tattvataha. You can only understand Krishna in truth. Tattva means truth. When you do bhakti, when you do devotion. Hands up, you're doing bhakti to Krishna every day. Hands up. One person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5, 6. Okay, so you all get free dessert. And the rest of you, you have to work for your dessert. Because you have to do bhakti. Bhakti means seva. You have to do some service. If you don't do service, then you will not understand Krishna. So that's what we're teaching here. We teach everyone how to do bhakti at this place. Right now, we're in the middle of the festive season. 10 days ago, we had Janmashtami. Does anyone know Janmashtami? Janmashtami means the birthday of Krishna. How old was Krishna? More than 5,000. 5,100, and I can't remember actually, but it was something. Is it 250? It could be. Yeah, it's around that. I think it's 5,100 and something, I think, but yeah, it could be a touch more. When did Krishna appear? He appeared a little over 5,000 years ago. Where did he appear? Yes. Vrindavan, yes. In Vrindavan, or there's a city close by called Mathura. In Mathura. Krishna, anyone been to Mathura? Mathura is, just near Vrindavan. So that is Janmastan. That is where Krishna appeared. Now Krishna came there, he appeared here on the earth to teach all of us. Why did Krishna come? He came here to teach all of us the Bhagavad Gita, to leave his song behind. Because he wants to teach us how to perfect our life. Because you all said, I said, who is Shanti, who is peaceful? No one put their hand up. That means you're not following Bhagavad Gita. If you follow Bhagavad Gita, guaranteed you'll be peaceful. Guaranteed. That's easy. Peace is easy, actually. What is more difficult is prema. Prema means love for Krishna. That is the goal. Prema pramata mahan. Shanti is easy. You'll get peace automatically if you do bhakti. But if you do proper bhakti, kevala bhakti or pure bhakti, you will get prema. And when you get prema, you will capture Krishna. So Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago, and he had his birthday. Why? Because he wanted to deliver us and take us back to him. Paritranaya sadhunam. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I came to deliver the sadhus, the devotees. That's why Krishna comes to earth, to bring all of us back to him. Vinashaya chadushkritam. Krishna also comes to remove the dushkrita. Dushkrita means the naughty people, the people who are not behaving people. Dushkrita. Krishna comes to remove them. Who did Krishna remove? Kamsa, Shishupala, Dantavakra, Putana, so many. The list is long. Because they're dushkrita. Krishna will remove the dushkrita. So he came. Dharma samstapanataya. Krishna comes to establish Dharma. Dharma means religious activity. That's why Krishna came to earth, to start all of this. So here at Hare Krishna Valley, we're doing these things. Right? If anyone is dushkrita, we remove them. You can go now. Goodbye. Doesn't happen very often. Not very often, but sometimes it happens. You say, okay, Chale, go. You're not staying here. Sometimes it happens, not very often. And we teach the sadhus. We give anyone who is sadhu, we give them shelter, ashraya. They can come and stay here and they can learn about Krishna. And dharma, samstapanataya, which means we establish dharma. And go raksha means protect the cows. You'll see here at Hare Krishna Valley, we are practicing dharma. We are protecting the cows. And when you protect the cows, everything becomes mangala, auspicious. But if you do not protect the cows, and that's what's happening in the world now, all these wars, all these problems, is because they do not protect the cows. Right? Swami Prabhupada, who was the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, he taught us, if you do not protect the cows, the humans will never be peaceful. Never. So we have a very nice program here. Nice Goshala, we look after the cows. If you can't live here and look after the cows, then you can sponsor the cows. We have a nice sponsorship program. Every week someone sponsors our cows. So if you want to sponsor the cow, you come and see me, we can arrange. You can sponsor the cow. And then you will get the benefit of practicing Dharma, of sponsoring the cow. We will look after them, that's no problem. But then you can get the benefit. So this is the festival season. Please do not sit in front of the door, please, because other people need to come. 10 days ago was Janmashtami, the day that Krishna was born. And this Wednesday is Radhashtami, the day that Radharani was born. Radharani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bol. Radharani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. She appeared 5,000 years ago, just after Krishna, just a few days after Krishna. The last Ashtami, Krishna appeared. Now this Ashtami, Radharani is appearing. Why? Because wherever Krishna comes, Radharani will come also. Actually, they had a conversation in Goloka. Do you know Goloka? Hands up if you know Goloka. You've been there? In Goloka? You've been? Then why aren't you there now? What are you doing here? Living in Point Cook. Go and live in Goloka. Goloka is where Krishna lives. It is another world, beyond this world. So Krishna and Radha, they were there. And Krishna said to Radha, we have to go to the earth soon. We have to go there. Radharani said, I don't want to go. There's too many problems there, that place. I don't want to go. And Krishna said, we have to go. We have seva, we have service. We have to bring them all back to us. So Radha said, I will go, but you have to bring Jamuna. When you bring Jamuna, so I can have Leela with you next to Jamuna. And Giriraj, Govardhan Pavat, you have to bring Govardhan. And Braj, Vrindavan, you have to bring. Krishna said, okay. Krishna said, actually they're already there, waiting for you. Now we have to go. And then they came to teach us. So, just like before, we were chanting Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Every day we chant this mantra. This is called Maha Mantra. Maha Mantra means this is the top mantra. It means all the other mantras are inside that mantra. So you don't have to chant other mantras actually in Kali Yuga. Just that mantra, that is enough. Kale dosha nidhe rajan asti heko mahan guna. Kirtanad eva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajet. This Bhagavatam says. Kale dosha nidhe rajan. Dosha niti. Dosha niti means? What is dosha niti? What is dosh? Faults, defects. Niti. Niti means ocean. Niti. Dosha niti means this Kali, this age we live in, it is ocean of faults. So many problems. Politically, there are problems. Socially, there are problems. Economically, there are problems. Environmentally, there are problems. So many problems. You can't even imagine how many problems. And there are more problems coming. That's the good news I give you today. If you think Kali Yuga is bad now, just wait 10 years. You'll see. You'll see. You'll remember this conversation. This is just the beginning of Kali Yuga. It gets much, much worse. I was saying to one person before, 20,000 years from now, there is no Ganga. Have you seen Ganga in India? Right? Ganga, so big. In 20,000 years, she dries up. She's gone. That means there's no snow anymore in the Himalaya. That's where we're going. So, Kale dosha niteva asti heko mahanguna. Eka. Ek means one. Asti eka mahaguna. There is one good quality in Kali Yuga. Kirtanad eva Krishnasya. When you kirtan, when you chant the name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, like we chanted before. Mukta Sangha. Mukta Sangha means you will be liberated from this world. Param Vrajet. You will go back to Goloka to live with Krishna. That is the potency of this age. So when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, every day we are chanting this mantra. I chant 2 hours every day on jap. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. 2 hours every day, last 35 years. So when you're chanting Maha Mantra, Hare refers to Radha. It is the feminine aspect of God. Krishna is Shaktiman, Radharani is Shakti. From the Shaktiman, just like from the sun, comes the sunshine, the sunlight, the heat, the light. That is the energy of the sun. Radha is the energy of Krishna. So when she comes, Hare, right, we approach her first. We say Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Rama is also the name of Krishna. So we approach her first. Why? Because you approach the mother before you approach the father. Because the mother is more soft. The father is generally more strict. But the mother is generally more soft. So we go to Shakti, we go to Radha, we say Hare Krishna, we go to her and we pray to her first. If she gives you blessings, then you will get Krishna's mercy, Krishna's kripa. But if she does not bless you, you will not find Krishna. So on this day, which is coming on Wednesday, September 11th, this is Radhashtami. So we worship Radha first, then we worship Krishna. And in this way, you will get Krishna's blessings. So we had Janmashtami, we had Radhashtami. What other festivals do we have now, around this time? Which one? I can't hear you. Navaratri? Yeah, maybe a little while ago that was there. Actually, yesterday, it was the appearance day of Ganesh Chaturthi. Did you see in the meditation garden, you saw the statue of Ganesh? He is very popular in India. People like to worship Ganesh. Why? Because he removes obstacles. And everyone in the material world, like I said before, are you peaceful? You said no. And I said, why are you not peaceful? Because you have too many material desires. So everyone in India, they pray to Ganesh, please remove all the material things so I can enjoy in this world, like the Ambanis, and then I can just be happy in this world. But that's not the goal of life. Actually, even worship of Ganesh is not for that. We also offer respect to Ganesh, but we offer respect to Ganesh to remove the obstacles in our spiritual life so that we can spiritually develop. That is the goal of life. That's what we teach here at Hare Krishna Valley. We don't teach material success because spiritual success is more important. Spiritual success is called Shreyas. Material success is called Prayas. It is short-term. Maybe you get some material things, but that can all be taken away in a moment, as we see. But spiritual things, that can last perpetually. So we even worship Ganesh for that reason. Please help us in our spiritual development. And actually, where does Ganesh get his power, his Shakti? Where does it come from? Krishna, yeah. Specifically, Nrsimha. You know Nrsimha? You see the picture there on the altar? Nrsimha. Singha means lion. Nrsimha means half man, half lion. Krishna has a form of Nrsimha. You know Nrsimha? Yeah. Ganesh, he has the face, the mukha, or the head of the elephant. And the elephant has the tumalai, two humps here. And Nrsimha stands there on the head of Ganesh. So all of Ganesh, when people pray to Ganesh, take away my obstacle, it's actually the potency comes from Nrsimha. And who is Nrsimha? Nrsimha is just an incarnation, an avatar of Krishna. So if you pray to Krishna, if you just chant Hare Krishna mantra, then you take care of everything. All your obstacles are taken care of. Hands up if you're chanting Hare Krishna every day. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10. Very good. 10 out of how many are in this room right now? Maybe 60, I think. What will I do with all of you people who are not peaceful? You say, I'm not peaceful, and I say, okay, just chant Hare Krishna and you will be peaceful and happy, and still you don't do it. What can I do for you? I don't know anymore. 1 out of 6 only is chanting Hare Krishna. So this means there is a problem. This means the priorities are not correct in your life. Too much priority on Bollywood, not enough priority on Krishna Seva. This is the problem. So if you come here and you complain, I'm not peaceful, then what can we do for you? We're trying to teach you how to be peaceful, how to be happy. You have to do Hare Krishna mantra every day, even if you chant 1 mala, just 1 round. It will only take 10 minutes every day. How much are you doing every day?
About 4.
About 4 rounds. It takes about half an hour.
Yeah, a bit longer for me.
Yeah. So he's a very busy man, but he can give that time to Krishna every day to chant. And everyone says, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. What are you doing anyway? What are you doing everywhere? What is this great work that you're doing which is changing your life and the planet? You should be chanting the Maha Mantra. This should be your first priority in your life. It is called sadhana. If you don't have sadhana, your life will not become peaceful. It will not become blessed. It will not become mangala or auspicious. You have 10 minutes a day. You have 10 minutes for so many things. Don't tell me you don't have time for chanting. You have time. But if you do this, you will get the ultimate benefit in your life. Everything auspicious will take care of. And then, param vajrat. Krishna says at the end of your life, you will go back to Braj. You'll go back to live with him. Hands up, you want to live with Krishna. Maybe 20 people. I don't know what happened to the rest of you. Where do the rest of you want to live? Point Cook. I want to live Point Cook. I want to live Oakley South. I want to live Taylor's Lakes. What's that other one? The one at the back of Point Cook? Sanctuary. I want to live Sanctuary Lakes. Then my life is perfect. What is that? What is that? That means you're not understanding what is the actual goal of life. So it's up to you. Up to you. I am a Brahmana. So it is my duty, right, to teach you these things. Whether you do it or not, that is up to you. Krishna says to Arjuna at the end of Bhagavad Gita, now you make up your own mind. The choice is yours. We cannot force you to do it. But you're coming here because you have some sentiment that it's good to come to this place, to the place where the Goshala is, where the cows are protected, and the holy place, the place of Dharma. That's good, you have that sentiment, but now do something with it. Practice it. Don't be lazy. Our motto here is no lazy, no crazy. Right? If you're lazy, we say, chale, you go. If you're crazy, we say, chale, you go. Now, if you come here, you have to behave yourself and not be a lazy person. You have to do seva. You have to serve. So much seva is here. So much seva. If you want to do seva, come. You can sponsor the cows. If you can't come here, then okay, sponsor. We will take care of the cows. Or you come here, like our good friends, they come. Nishta and all the others, they come. And they do seva. This is the purpose of life. You're meant to do it. So Radharani, she is teaching us how to serve Krishna. Because she is dedicated for seva to Krishna. So Ganesh is also like that. We're praying to Ganesh, please remove the obstacles so that I can serve Krishna more. That's why we pray to Ganesh. So that is the purpose of this place. So we're in the festival season now. Jamashtami is there, Radhashtami is there, Ganesh, Chaturthi, all these things. So now it's time to dedicate your life more. I will stop here and stop speaking, and I will ask for questions or comments. If you have any questions you'd like to ask about the meaning of things, higher things, then you can ask them. I see so many intelligent people here, so if you have some question about spiritual life, you can ask. We can try to answer. Any other questions? What do you want to know? Yes, madam.
Is there any difference between Golok and Vaikuntha? No?
It's a very good question. Yeah. Is there any difference between Goloka and Vaikuntha? Yes. Yeah, there's a difference. There are two worlds. Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita. He says Para Prakriti and Apara Prakriti. Apara Prakriti means this place, Devi Dham. This is under the control of Devi, Durga, Kali. It is under her control. This is material world. Krishna says, Dukalayam Ashashvatam. Dukalaya means place of misery. I think all of you, have you experienced misery in your life, any of you? No one. Okay, one lady here, one boy. Okay. But the rest of you, I don't know. No, maybe your life is completely auspicious. But actually in this world, there's so many problems. Why? Because Krishna says it is apara prakriti. This world, Krishna created this world. But when he created it, he said it is dukalaya. It is full of misery. So, do you know anyone who wants to live in a miserable place? Do you know anyone who likes it? You don't know? Right? Actually, everyone in this room wants to live in this place. So everyone here is crazy person. You want to live in Dukalaya. Krishna says in Gita, this is Dukalaya, but you want to stay here. I live in Point Cook now. My life is good. So people think like that. But this is Dukalaya. And Ashashvata means it is temporary. Everything will be taken away from you in no time. My grandmother, she lived to 89 years old. But every time I spoke to her, she said, where does the time go? Everything just disappears. Suddenly you're 89 and then that is the end. So it is a Shashvatam. So Krishna says in Gita there is apara prakriti, but para prakriti means the other world. Vaikuntha, Goloka. It is another place. This is just a reflection of that place. So Goloka is where Krishna lives. Goloka. Goloka means place of the cows. So you see in the picture Krishna has so many cows. So that's where Krishna lives. It is Vrindavan, forest. And there is beautiful forest place. And everyone lives like in a forest place. But then Vaikuntha, that is where Lakshmi Narayan lives, who is Krishna's expansion. But the mood there is Aishwarya. Aishwarya means opulence. Everything is full of opulence. So it's like living in the city, in Dwarka, like in the palaces. Right? Everything is very opulent. So the mood there is awe and reverence. Aishwarya, everyone worships Lakshmi Narayan, like they are the supreme being. But in Vrindavan, in Goloka, it is called the place of Rag Bhakti, which means spontaneous. People just think, Krishna is my friend, he is my lover, he is my son. They have that intimate mood with Krishna, with God. They don't think so much he is God, they just think he is one of us. So that is the difference between Vaikuntha and Goloka. Does it make sense? Yeah. Your question is very good.
So Narayana is different from Krishna, and so like what is the hierarchy here?
the hierarchy is Krishna is the original form of God. His first expansion is called Baladev. Balaram, his brother. So, first expansion. From Balaram comes Adi Chaturvyuha, which means Vasudev, Sankarsana, Aniruddha and Pradyumna. That is Krishna and Balaram when they expand from Vrindavan into Dwaraka. That's called Adi Chaturvyuha. Vasudev means Krishna and Dwarka. Sankarsana means Balaram and Dwarka. Pradyumna is Krishna's son, and Aniruddha is his grandson. Chatur. Yeah? So this is the Chaturvyuha. Then from Balaram, I'm giving you a very technical breakdown. From Balaram in Dwarka, he expands into Narayan in Vaikuntha, the opulent form of God. And then from Narayan comes second Chaturvyuha, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and then so many different Vaikuntha planets, where you have Nrsimha, Varaha, Matsya, Koma, all the different incarnations, avatars. Then from Sankarsana in Vaikuntha, he expands into this world as Mahavishnu, Karanadakshay Vishnu, who lays down in the causal ocean, and from his pores the universe comes, the Virat. And that's where we are now. We're inside one of the universes, which is coming from the pore of Mahavishnu. He then expands into Garbhadakshay Vishnu, who enters each universe, who expands into Shiradakshay Vishnu, who is Paramatma, who is Supersoul. So that's the hierarchy. Do you remember all of that?
I can't remember most of them, but I understood that.
But you understood?
Yeah.
Okay, so before you get a dessert today, you have to tell us the correct order. And if you get correct order, you get dessert. Otherwise you have to wash the pots. Okay?
I'm happy to wash the pots.
Okay, well, start memorizing, you can have dessert as well. But your question is good. It's a good question. But I'll give you a technical breakdown, that's all. Because in India, so many people are Hindu. If you ask most of you, I think, put your hand up if you're Hindu. Yeah, so most people, they identify as Hindu. But the problem is, people don't understand the tattva, right? They think Mahesh, Brahma, Vishnu, everyone is same. But they're not the same. Vishnu is supreme, Mahesh is more powerful, Brahma is less powerful. That's the hierarchy. But in India, everyone says everything is one. It is all one. Everything is one. All the gods, they are one. You are God, I am God. Everything is... No, that's not true. It's like there's a hierarchy there, but you have to understand it. But to understand it, you have to study the Veda, the ancient teaching. We study it. We study it and we teach it. That's why we know those things. Otherwise, people, everything becomes kitchery. Just throw all the gods in the pot, mix it up, and then, it tastes good. And people say, I'm Hindu. Everything is good. But this is not actually the philosophy. So it's good if you understand things properly. No, you can ask 200 questions. No problem.
How did Krishna die or leave his body?
Okay, so another very good question. Krishna cannot die.
Yeah, that's why I asked it.
Yeah, because he's God. How do you kill him? But when he came here, he did Leela. So first of all, how long was Krishna on earth? How long was he here?
125 years.
Very good. Yeah, 125 years. Yeah, 125. So first 10 years he lived in Vrindavan. 10 years. 18 years he went to Mathura. And then for 17 years while he lived in Mathura, Jarasandha attacked him 17 times. And the 18th time Krishna said, I think that's enough. Like, I keep beating him every year and he keeps coming back. Now, this is the definition of not very intelligent. Abuddha means not so smart. If someone beats you and you come back again at 18 times, so Krishna, okay, that's enough. So then, after 18 years, he moved everything to Dwaraka. And then he lived the rest of the time to 125 years in Dwaraka. So at the end of the Leela in Dwaraka, he went to Prabhas Kshetra. That is south of Dwarka. Have you been to Dwarka? I think some of you might have been. Yeah, a few have been to Dwarka. So if you go south of Dwarka, there's a place called Prabhas Kshetra. That's where Krishna left. So he went with all the Yadus, his dynasty, the Yadavas. They went there and they drank some soma, some rasa, some intoxication, and they became disturbed. Like when people drink, they become disturbed. That's why we don't drink, right? Because otherwise you become a big crazy guy. So they were drinking soma, and then they became a little bit disturbed. They all fought with each other. And they appeared to kill each other, but actually it was an arrangement of Yogamaya. So they didn't actually kill each other because they're Krishna's Nichaparika, his eternal associates. But to show some earthly semblance of like a normal situation, it appeared they killed each other. At the end, only Krishna was left. Even Balaram entered into the ocean and he disappeared. So then Krishna was there. And then Krishna was there with Uddhava, his cousin, and Maitreya. Maitreya was a sage, a rishi. Maitreya rishi. So Krishna sat with his back to a small banyan tree. And he spoke the Uddhava Gita, which is in Bhagavad Purana. He spoke to Uddhava. And Maitreya listened to the conversation, and he repeated it later on. So then, at the end of that, one hunter came. And the hunter was looking through the forest for a deer, and he saw through the trees there was something pinkish. He thought it was a deer, and he shot his arrow, but it was Krishna's foot. Now this was just Leela. Because some people, they say Krishna is not God. We don't say that, but some people say that. Krishna is not God. He's just an ordinary person. He's not ordinary. I can tell you 1,000 reasons why he's not ordinary, but he's not ordinary. I mean, if they just had a big war between all the Yadus, and why would a deer be running around? Like, animals go away when there's problems, they don't stay. So he came and then he shot the arrow and it went into Krishna's foot, and then Krishna appeared to disappear. And he left a material form so that the atheistic people, they can say, oh look, he's just like us, he died. No, he didn't die. His spiritual form, his Swarupa, that transcended into Goloka.
So his body was not gone. His physical body was not there.
He left a physical form. He left a physical form, but that is not his form.
His form, yes.
That's Maya. Like your form, this, what we say, Indian lady. And what is your name?
Polly.
Polly. Okay, so your form of Polly, right, that is not you. You understand? You are the Atma, the Jiva, you understand? So when you die, Polly, right, you will leave a form. And everyone will go and they'll say, oh, there is her form. But they'll say it is her body. You're not the body, you went somewhere else, but your body is there. So Krishna just did that. He left something so everyone can say, oh look, he's like us. But he is supreme. His spiritual form has gone to Goloka. Does it make sense? Yeah. Okay, so when you come for dessert, we'll ask you all these things. And then if you get the answer correct, then you can eat as much as you like. Okay. Otherwise, a lot of pots. Any other question?
What was the purpose of creating the Loka, as you mentioned? Like, why would he create this book Loka?
Why did Krishna create Dukalaya or Dukloka? Why is this place full of misery? Why? It's a good question. Because originally you used to live with Krishna. Do you remember? You don't remember? Okay. But all of us used to live with Krishna. We used to live there in the other world. But you cannot force someone to love you. Can you force someone to love you? No. Love has to be given, swarat means freely. You have to give it of your own will. So we used to live with Krishna, but somehow we thought, you know, like when you live with your parents, but sometimes you feel like, I need some space. Do you feel like that's, yeah. So you go off and do your thing, and your parents say, what are you doing? You're going to get in trouble. Stay here, and you're home. No, I need some space. I need some space. So you go and you get sometimes problems. So Krishna, we were living with him, but then somehow we thought, I need some space. Krishna said, no, better you stay here. No, I want some space. Krishna said, okay, go. You can go, but the place I'm sending you to is called Dukkaleya. Because if everything was perfect here, you wouldn't want to go back to Krishna. So you come here, you go through dukkha, and then when you become too many problems in your life, and you're too overwhelmed, then you come to Hare Krishna Valley. And you get here, and then we tell you, that's okay, there is a way to go back to Krishna. You chant Hare Krishna mantra, you can go back to Krishna, that's no problem. And then you begin to go back. And that's what we are doing, some of us are doing. We're practicing to go back to Krishna. So it is his kripa. Just like if you build a city. Have you ever built a city? Oh, no. But if you build a city, when you design a city, they make a jail in the city, prison. And someone says, why is there a jail in the city? No one even lives there yet. Because you know some people are going to misbehave. So we have to have a place for them. So why does Krishna make this world a para-prakriti, material? Because he knows some of us will be a bit pagal. So this place we live in is called Pago Baba Ashram. It's where all the crazy people live. Pago Baba Ashram. That's this material world. So that's the people who come and live here. A little bit crazy. Yeah. Good question. Make sense? Okay. Any other question? Yes, sir.
I had a question with the question that was asked before with the hierarchy that you mentioned.
Yeah.
As you said that there was Krishna is just the expansions of other gods.
Krishna is.
He is the ultimate, and then everyone else is an expansion.
Yeah.
So why do we require a classification of the hierarchy if he is that one?
Why do we need the classification?
Of the hierarchy of the different gods, as you said.
Why do we need it?
Well, you said that the Vedic
The teachings.
scriptures, they mention a hierarchy between all of the gods.
Yeah.
So what is the significance of that hierarchy?
Because that's reality, that's truth, that's tattva. It's like if you go to Canberra and you go to Parliament House, is there a hierarchy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so if you go into Parliament House, there's a hierarchy, right? Who's in charge? Prime Minister. Who's second in charge? Cabinet Ministers. Who's third in charge? Goes down. There's a hierarchy, right? It's there. So if you go in and say, we don't need a hierarchy. Why do we need a hierarchy? Why do we have this? No, because it's there. So Krishna created it like that. Because he is supreme. Right? So he has the potency. So then he expands himself as different incarnations to perform different leela. Lord Ram is Mayada avatar. He comes to show perfect behavior. That is Ramachandra. So Krishna expands like that. When God is angry, he becomes Nrsimha, half man. So different incarnations. So different moods, different things, he expands. But he is there. So we just have to understand who is who, that's all. So all of the different forms of Krishna are Krishna, but it's Krishna showing particular mood. Like that. So the hierarchy just exists, that's just the way it is. We're just learning about it, that's all. So someone will say, oh, why does it have it? Well, it just is. It's like if you come here to Hare Krishna Valley, you're not in charge. You just came here, you're just a guest. You're helping, like you helped us nicely today, right? But it doesn't mean now you're in charge. That doesn't make sense. So there's just in life, in creation, there's hierarchy, that's all. It's not a good thing or a bad thing, it just is, it's reality. That's all. Does it make sense? Yeah, that's good. Good question. Very good. Very intelligent son. Means the mother must be intelligent also. That's good. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
So we generally we learned or heard that, there are main three forms of God: Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And so from Vishnuji, it then spread into, or you can say that, reclassified into Maryada Purushottam, Ram Ji, and then Krishna, and then all other incarnations of it.
Oh, so from Vishnu comes the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who wrote the Vedas? Who wrote the Veda? Who wrote it?
Ganeshji.
No, Ganesh was the scribe. Yeah, he wrote it, but where did it come from? Someone was speaking while he was writing.
Vyasadeva.
No, Vyas. Veda Vyas. Yeah, Veda Vyas. He's still here actually on earth. He lives in Bhadrakashram in Himalaya. He lives there. You can't see him because you don't have the eyes, but he lives there still. He's still, Veda Vyas is still there. So he wrote everything. Now after he wrote everything, Upanishads, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, Itihasa, when he wrote everything, this is described in Bhagavad Purana, at the end, he was not happy or satisfied. You know when you do something, good work, and you should feel happy at the end? He was not feeling like that. So his guru came. Who is his guru? Narada. Narada came. And he looked at him, because when you look at someone's face, you see the mind. Like if I look at all your faces, I can see what's in your mind. Some of you are happy, some of you are not happy. I can see it. Just look around. Right. So he came to Vyas, he said, "You're not satisfied. You just wrote all the Vedas and something is missing, incomplete." He said, "You have not established the supremacy of Krishna, the original form of God. So write again." So then he wrote the final work, which is called Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Purana. It's the second time he wrote it. He rewrote it. And he put perfect emphasis. But in the Bhagavad Purana, which is his final work, the final work is the most important. So he establishes Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. Because in other places, other Puranas, it says, even Krishna and Balaram come from Vishnu. It is there, the statements of that. But then that is overruled by the final statement from the Bhagavad Purana, which is Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. So that is the final understanding of Vyasa himself. So we have to understand these things. Because like you said, you hear Shiva and Brahma and Vishnu, and then like I said, that's all kitchery. You know, I don't want to eat kitchery. I want to know what is the recipe involved in the kitchery. Then I can make kitchery myself. No? So instead of just mixing everything up, which is what Hindu people do, let's just mix it all up. It is all good. Whatever you believe it. Everything is, no. It's already written. So we need to learn the recipe, understand it properly. Then your life will become perfect. That makes sense? Okay. A good question. Any other question?
So Bhagavad Purana, there are 12 books in that, right?
12 cantos.
Cantos.
Yeah.
So all the cantos, I think 10 were translated by Srila Prabhupada. Were translated, or like he was just translating them from Sanskrit to English? That's what he did?
And purport, commentary.
Purports.
Commentary. Yeah, commentary. Yeah, he didn't finish Canto 11 and 12. His disciples finished 11 and 12, but he finished the 10 like that. We actually have the next Purnima is called Bhadra Purnima. The next Purnima coming. It actually says in Shastra, in the Vedas, if you gift or receive a Srimad Bhagavatam, a Bhagavad Purana, on that day of Bhadra Purnima, you will not take birth again in this world. It's very powerful. And worldwide, in the Hare Krishna movement around the world, last year, because right now as we speak, we have what we call a Bhadra Purnima campaign. We're trying to distribute as many Bhagavatams. Last year, in the month before Bhadra Purnima, we distributed around the world 35,000 sets of Bhagavatam. And this year, and thank you for reminding me, we are selling the whole Bhagavatam for a very special price of $300. It used to be $600, but now we've printed so many, we lowered the price because we want so many people to have it. So if you're interested, come and see me after we finish, and I can give you Bhagavad Purana. Special price. I'll even do a special price for you.
Actually, I purchased that, but now because I did not purchase on that time, will I not get moksha, or will I just stay back?
I can't answer your question. What it means is, sometimes in the Vedas these things are said to encourage us. Because everyone in the material world is lazy. People are lazy. In their spiritual life they're lazy. So it says these things, so people are like, oh, I have to do it, because then, or like in the Triveni, like Allahabad, Prayag, in India, Kumbh Mela. So if you bathe at that time, Makara Sankranti, you will get moksha, it says. So everyone runs, But actually you can get moksha every day if you bathe in the Ganga. But, you know, just to encourage everyone. So we say, but if you already got Srimad Bhagavatam, if you're reading it every day, that's the point. The point is not buying it. Buying it doesn't give you moksha. It is reading it and following the teachings. That's what will give you moksha. That will give you bhakti. Bhakti is higher than moksha. The Purushata, the goals of human life, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. They're the 4 goals of human life. But the 5th Purushata is Prema. Prema Pumartha Mahan. That is the actual goal. That's what Bhagavatam teaches. So we're not interested in moksha. Moksha is something we automatically get. You know, moksha, okay, moksha is automatic. Just like in Bhagavatam, in the 4th canto, it speaks about the pastime of Dhruv Maharaj. You know Dhruv? Dhruva Maharaj? So he was a king, powerful king. And it said that when he left this world, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha came to him as maidservants to serve him. We will give everything to you now that you're leaving. And he stood on their head, and then he transcended into Vaikuntha, because he understood the goal was prema. He had love for God. That is the goal. If you have that, you have everything else. So that is the point of studying it. So you can get it any day, but you have to read it. Don't just keep it on your shelf. Like people say Bhagavad Gita, right? Gita, I have it on my shelf, I am knowing Gita. It is in my room on the shelf. No. What's it going to do on the... Okay, it purifies your house, but the benefit comes when you read it. Every day you should read at least 1 shlok of Gita. It actually says the Bhagavatam, because 18 volumes, if you read 30 verses a day, you can complete it in 1 year. So you have to get busy. No more Bollywood. Only Bhagavatam, Gita. Okay? Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Someone else put their hand? Yes, sir.
So everyone is here, right? We want to follow whatever you are saying, but we keep getting distracted or restless or but trust me, everybody wants to follow.
That question does not even make sense. We come here, we want to follow what you're saying, but you're getting distracted. That's your problem. You can't come here and blame me. You can't come here and say, you said everything, I agree with it all, but I can't do it because I have so many... No, you say, I have so many distractions, I cannot do it. That means you are lazy. You're a lazy man. Remember we said, no lazy, no crazy. So it means that people in Kali Yuga, they are lazy. When they say there are so many distractions, you're allowing yourself to be distracted. Like everyone in the world now, if you look on your phone, if we take all your phones, and we see how much usage per day, the average I think now is 8 hours a day. So you're telling me you're distracted? Yeah, you're distracted because you keep picking up the phone. Like I'm going to India soon. Is anyone here from India?
Yep.
I know. I am knowing. So I'm going to India soon. So what am I doing? I'm looking forward to it. I leave on October the 28th. I get back on November 26th. Why am I looking forward to it? Because I'm not taking this. I'm really looking forward to it because it drives me nuts. But I have to have it because, you know, everyone brings me, Kesava, I want to come to Open Day today. Okay. Here's the link. Get your ticket and then buy and then you come. Like that. So everyone will contact me. Like that. So I need it. But when I go to India, I don't take it. I just focus on my japa. I just chant Hare Krishna.
Well, how do people find you then?
I'll get there in a minute. So the point is that you're allowing yourself to be distracted. Nothing is distracting you, you're just allowing, that's all. Put down your phone, pick up the Bhagavatam, read or chant. You have options. Problem is everyone's lazy, that's the problem. Okay? Now you have no more excuses. Okay, what was that?
I said, well, how do people find you then?
If I'm in India for a month,
Yeah, and I miss you.
you cannot find me. You cannot find me. I will be, no. No, I go, when I'm in Mayapur, I check the internet once a day.
Okay.
Because people send messages, so I check once a day, just to check, but I don't carry my phone. I just get on the internet on my computer, I check once a day, and then any emails I answer, and then that's it. But my phone, no. No phone. Any other questions?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
The different yugas that we are going through, there's 3, 4, and they're in a cycle, continue and keep going.
Yep.
Not for eternity though?
So there are 4 yugas: Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. So now we're in Kali. Kali Yuga lasts for 432,000 years. The yuga before, when Krishna appeared, Dwapara Yuga, 864,000 years. And then the yuga before is Treta Yuga, that's about 1,200,000 years. And Satya Yuga is about 1,600,000 years, around about that. So as long as the material world is here, they just keep repeating. Just like summer, autumn, winter, spring. So it just keeps going like that. And then when the material world is destroyed at the time of pralaya, then they stop. But then when it comes out again, then everything starts up again.
And so when it's destroyed, how does that occur?
Pralaya?
Yeah.
All the universes are coming out of the body of Mahavishnu. They all go back in, and they turn into Pradhan. Pradhan means undifferentiated form. So it means like kind of like a lump of clay. It all goes back like that. And then when the creation takes place again, then everything begins to manifest into form once again. And then it retracts. So the material energy comes and goes.
So is that a reflection on birth and death in the material world, and that it's not eternal, whereas the spiritual world is eternal? And that,
Yeah.
is that, does the spiritual world change as well?
No,
Doesn't change.
it's constant.
Yep.
Yeah, in this world, 4 things are present: birth, death, old age, disease. In the spiritual world, they are conspicuous by their absence. No one is born, no one dies, no one gets old, and no one gets disease. But in this world, those 4 are part of the package. Tukale. But in the spiritual world, they don't exist. Every day everyone wakes up, everything is fresh. That's all.
So is that why I can't get my head around the eternal time of time?
Yeah. Yeah, stop trying to get your head around it because it's not possible.
No.
Krishna is called Achintya. Achintya means inconceivable. So when you're dealing with Krishna, you just go.
Is that acceptance?
It's the only way to deal with it.
Yeah.
How do you deal with someone who is unlimited? How many wives does Krishna have? 16,108. And he keeps, yeah. You don't know these things? Krishna has 16,108 wives, and he lives with all of them simultaneously. Exactly. He lives with everyone simultaneously. You can't even keep one wife happy. You can't even keep one wife happy. Doesn't matter what you do. And Krishna has 16,108 and he lives with each one simultaneously. And he keeps everyone completely happy. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Mithuna, all of his wives. Everyone is satisfied. That's the difference. So don't compare ourselves to God. We are not God. And God can do anything, we cannot do very much at all. That's the difference. Is that okay? Yeah. Good question. Any other questions? Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
So, like, when you get old, when you pass away, like, does your atma get left behind, like your soul?
Yeah, good question. So what happens to your atma when you pass away, when you die? Your atma goes to its next form. It's called reincarnation. Have you heard of reincarnation? Reincarnation means when you die, you'll become born again. You'll take birth again. You understand? Yeah, it's called samsara. Yeah. So whenever you die, then you will go into another form. Here at Hare Krishna Valley, we teach you not to go into another form, but to go back to your original form and live with Krishna in the world where no one dies. Yeah, yeah. No, it's not like that. Before your mother gave birth to you, you were living in a different body in this world. You had a different family. A lot to think about, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot to think about. Before, yeah, you weren't living with Krishna before this, you were living with another family. But now you've come into this family, and when you die, you will go to another family. But if you want to live with Krishna eternally, then if you follow what we teach here, what we teach in Bhagavad Gita, you can go and live with Krishna eternally. And then you don't have to worry about different family, different family, different family, 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 different family, family. You don't have to worry.
16,000 of them too.
You don't have to worry about all those things. Is it okay? There's a lot to think about, I know. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
I have a bit of a confusion.
Okay.
So Gita teaches that you believe in do karma and don't think about the outcome. Right?
So the what?
So basically you do karma and you basically don't care, you don't have a saying in the outcome, or basically you don't do karma because of an outcome.
Have you read Bhagavad Gita?
I have not read it properly, but I have heard that particular shloka, karmanyam adhikaraste.
Yeah, do your work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Krishna says at the end of the shloka, he says, but offer everything to me. So that's the point. See, people, they always quote the first part of the verse in India. They always say, do your duty, do your karma. But Krishna says at the end, give everything to me, the phal, means the fruit of your karma, give it to me. People forget that part.
Yeah, the question is about, so basically what I'm trying to understand is that if you have a particular goal in mind, only then you work towards it, right? So if you think about the philosophy of just doing karma without having a particular eye on a,
Krishna, the Bhagavad Gita is not about karma. That's not the subject of the Bhagavad Gita. It's not about karma. The Bhagavad Gita is about bhakti. It is about bhakti. Krishna mentions karma in the Bhagavad Gita, but it's not the actual essence of the book. It's not the rahasya, the secret. The secret is bhakti. So Krishna says that third chapter is called Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga means connect. So do your activity for Krishna, connected to Krishna. That's the message of Bhagavad Gita. Right? It's not just do your karma. No, that's not the message of the Gita. Otherwise you miss the whole point. Because karma just gives you problems. Right? You do something, you get something back. That's just problem. You want to get rid of karma. Krishna actually speaks in Bhagavad Gita of vikarma, karma, and akarma. Akarma means bhakti, no karma. And when you do service to Krishna, just like my wife just before, she offered the bowl to Krishna. So that is called akarma. We cooked, we spent hours cooking, we cooked, we offer it to Krishna. Krishna accepts it. Now it's prasad, because Krishna ate it. It's prasad. And now when we eat it, it's akarma. There's no karma, because we offered it to Krishna. But Krishna says in 3rd chapter of Gita, if you don't offer the food to him, you are stena. Stena means thief. And you will get pap. You will get karma, sinful reaction. So Bhagavad Gita teaches bhakti. Karma is secondary. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's good. Good question. I'm going to stop here, because otherwise we could speak for another 5 hours, which I don't mind. But some of you look a little bit hungry. So we will eat. So what we do, we'll go outside, we'll turn right. You can get your plate of prasad. We have a dining room at the end, which is inside. So if you want to sit outside in the chairs, you're welcome. It's a little bit cold outside, so up to you, inside, outside. And then after prasad, then we'll go and visit the Goshala. And you can visit the cows, you can feed the cows. So everyone who brought a ticket today for the feast, thank you very much. Those who did not buy a ticket, if you want to see me, or you can give a donation in the hundi. And then we'll see you next time you come here to harekrishnavalley.com.au. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming. Please take prasad.